What's up, people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniel. I have an exciting new show that's going to be on my channel, and they're going to talk about it. I'm going to disappear. I had a hit and run today. I'm alive, so that's always good. But we have a really cool show. I can't fully commit to it, so they want to do it still, and then I will jump on every now and then. But this is Linda and Sam's show. Yeah, that's that. They want to do it on this channel. That way they don't have to deal with all the fiddles and the biddles and all the Streamlabs and the editing. Now, as you see, I made some fancy, and it's going to get fancier next week. But I'm going to go disappear right now, and then I'm going to introduce you to my friends. I am Sam, and Linda Bobinda, Miss Vanilla Cream herself, and switcheroo. Go ahead, guys. Welcome to the Mixer's Almanac. Take it away, guys. It's all you. First off, can you guys can you talk, say anything? I just want to make sure it's right.
I forgot to unmute myself.
I'm going to mute myself. Chat, let me know how the audio's going. This is literally, I hope it goes well. This is a refurbished, shout out to Tim, a refurbished Amazon computer. So we're running on 1987 right now. So please let me know how the chat is for them. Chat, let me know how the audio is for them. And yeah, enjoy the show. I love you guys.
Right. Thank you, Daniel. Sure, people might, if people see this, they'll filter in here as we
Chris is here.
Going. Chris is here. What's up, Chris? Thank you for showing up. He was in chat being like, hey, when you start? And so, yeah, glad to be back. This is very nice. Linda, good to see you.
Yes, you too.
Took a week off.
And thank you, Daniel.
Kind of. Thank you, Daniel. So, reiterate kind of what he said. He was one of the first people I asked to come on to Noted with me. So him doing his own channel and kind of coming on and just helping build his channel up a little bit and support him is something that I feel strongly about, as well as not wanting to do my own shit. So it makes it easier for everybody to kind of find our content in one place as well. So yeah, I guess we can just get right into it. I don't plan on doing a super long episode tonight. This isn't our first episode. We'll do next week and kind of just let you guys know what we're gonna do, and kind of go over it with Linda, so she is fully aware and we're all fully aware of what exactly we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So if audio sounds okay, no,
yeah.
Sounds a little rough.
It's going. I'm just gonna work on it a little bit. It's still got that double thing going on, so I'll work on it. You guys keep talking, and I'll fix it.
Okay. So here's my idea. I was saying this on Noted, and I'll reiterate it here. I think the next step for us, after doing years and years of single flavor testing, as far as content goes, is to give you guys a mixing show, but that mixing show needs to be unique enough and different enough that it's not just another mixing show. There's really good mixing shows out there. Wayne's got stuff, Tim's got stuff, there's other guys, Golf T and Benny, there's plenty of mixing shows out there, but one of the mixing shows that really spoke to me when I started mixing was Mixin' Vixens, and that's not around anymore. Tim does some like profile, like it's Blueberry Week or Cereal Week or whatever like that, and it's kind of it's pretty open, and you can just do whatever within that profile. I kind of wanted to do something a little bit more of not more of a challenge, not trying to say it like that, but like something more of that is a way to say it, right? Something to challenge ourselves a little bit harder. Like we could go and do simple fruit mixes all day, every day. Linda could go do her bakery cookie custards and stuff. Like we do that already. So taking a chance to really challenge ourselves as far as mixers go, as well as using that as an opportunity to teach you guys techniques in advanced layering, as well as bending flavors, as well as flavor pairing. So those are the three main things that we're going to try and cover. Advanced layering, bending, and pairing. We are going to open up this as a challenge to anybody who wants to play along if they want to. You can hashtag Mixers Almanac and we'll, pop it up like Vixens did and talk about it. I don't know if we'll mix people's stuff, but, we'll definitely do that. And it was Mixing Vixens was an opportunity for people and me specifically when I did it you see a picture, you interpret it, and you mix something based off of that picture. So it's kind of a specific prompt, right? But some of those images were pretty open to interpretation. Some of them were very specifically ice cream with, candies shoved into it or whatever. But I wanted to do something a little bit different than that. So Daniel, are you listening? If you could show the one I just sent you of the Google search. There's an item, there's a thing you can look at online called the Baker's Almanac. Kind of the inspiration that we're taking for this show. Is Daniel here and listening?
I don't think so. He must have stepped away.
Okay.
I don't know.
Great.
Sorry, I have to turn the volume down.
That's okay.
The
one I just sent you, the Google.
All right, so which one you want? The first one?
No, this is the one I just sent you.
All right. And bada bing.
So if you go to Google and you search the Baker's Almanac, that's the first thing you're gonna get. And I kind of labeled it. So search the Baker's Almanac. Number 2 is the one you're gonna get. You're gonna click though on where number 3 is right there, and that's gonna take you to a flavor fruit pairing chart that is quite extensive. Has multiple columns and stuff. So this is an extremely useful tool on its own for mixers that I've been trying to push for years, that I think a lot of people should look at and use. So go ahead and show the other picture if you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to take inspiration from the Baker's Almanac here. And let me know when it's up.
It's up.
Okay. So week 1, essentially next week, and over the course of this next week, Linda and I will work on our own individual recipes for apple. And there's a delay on my screen, so I'm trying to wait till so apple will be episode 1. So here's what we're gonna do, and pay attention as I'm trying to explain this as clearly as I can. We all know how good I am at this. There's apple, so that's week 1, and then there's 5 columns behind apple. Every fruit underneath apple, and there's 54 of them or 55 of them. So we have a year's worth of content potentially here if this goes well. So there's fruit, herbs and spices, nuts, spirits, and then miscellaneous. We're gonna give ourselves a few rules. We are not going to do simple mixes here. We are going to do layered mixes. We have to pick one pairing of fruits from column 1. We have to pick a profile from number 3. And then the number 2, those 3 columns in the middle, we have to hit 2 out of 3 of those. So we have to hit 4 out of those 5 columns, essentially, is what we're going to aim for. So that we don't always do a booze every week or like a nut every week or a spice every week. We're kind of switch up a little bit, but try and make that as little as confusing as we possibly can. So Linda and I will do our own recipes over the course of the week. We won't talk to each other about it. We'll keep it separate. They're gonna be probably very different. And then next Monday on the show,
Wednesday.
next Wednesday, I'm sorry. Next Wednesday on the show, we'll put out, we'll do a recipe together based on our mixed stash and try to collaborate on something that fits the parameters of that. So we're not gonna. So 4 out of those 5 is a better way to put it, but we have to hit the fruit pairing and the miscellaneous pairing.
And then pick
one of those, and
and then pick from herbs, nuts, spirits.
Yeah, herbs and nuts, or nuts and spirits, or herbs and spirits, or something, 2 of those 3 mixed together. So then it's not every week is not a spice nutty spirit, but the point of this is for us to put effort and challenge people and challenge ourselves into you can take it off now, Daniel. Layering these profiles together based off of these suggestions, that there are a lot of things that you wouldn't normally think of. And I have a recipe already out that, like, I've used this for a while. And I've used it for very simple things like, what fruit do I want to put with apple? And I just, pick a fruit and I don't go the rest of the way down the column, but I've also done that and come up with some really fun stuff. So we're going to challenge ourselves to do that. We're going to open it up. We're going to, next week is apple. So if anybody out there wants to challenge themselves to do this with a simple mix, or, with a mix and hashtag it, we'll look at it. But I think it's a fun way to offer a play along as
Can
well.
We got a link in chat for the Farmer's Almanac. I mean, the mixers.
Oh,
I didn't know if we could do links.
Yeah.
Just so people have it, and then. Sorry.
No, you're good. That's a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. So if anybody's got any questions on that, hit it up.
I just want to say it took me how long? It took me 11 minutes to figure out what was wrong with the audio, so I'm kind of proud of myself. Not to brag. Second off, I love this idea. Not to put the focus on me, but back when I want to do something weird, I always use that link, and I find the flavors that you would never think. So I love this idea, guys. It kind of is nice to see, because you guys are going to lead down a rabbit hole of new experiences, and I can't wait to see the ideas that you guys come up with.
And that's definitely the idea, is let's open up some new weird combinations, pairings. Let's pair some weird shit that might work together. And I have a blackberry mango almond cinnamon vape, but then it's like super delicious, and that's not shit I would have thrown together on my own. So
and it's funny, just yesterday or the day before, I was like, my strawberry mix, I'm like, I can't mix fruits, but I didn't know about this, and now
right.
Now
kind of was a bit of inspiration on it. I was like, well, and I was talking you through some ideas, and then I showed you that, and you're like, I didn't know about it. I was like, oh yeah. So this, it opens up a lot of options for sure.
I think it's going to be helpful to a lot of mixers, new, experienced. I mean, I think it's going to be a fun little,
and like I said, don't expect simple. So here's another thing. We're gonna also challenge ourselves to keep this at 8 max flavorings plus sweetener. So we're not gonna be pushing out 20 flavoring, 10. 10. I was even thinking 10 maybe, but I think we should do 8. Let us know what you think about that. 8 or 10. I think 8's the sweet spot. That way we don't. I mean, there's 5 columns there. So that's a lot of profiles to really nail. So a lot of them are gonna be like accenty notes or whatever, and then that gives us a few extra flavors to pair up for the fruits or the base or whatever. So I think and we don't have to hit 8, but I think keeping it 8 plus sweetener under will really help things as well. So the pairings, the advanced pairing, advanced layering, and then unique experience is just really what we're trying to do here, as well as mixing and challenging ourselves and having fun, and just so So there's other,
And
the flavor bubble Bible is another one. So like I said, there's like 50 something odd. I got the PDF. You can get the PDF version of the Baker's Almanac sent to your email. That's what we're gonna follow. And if this is still going and strong after a year, maybe we'll move on to another. We'll do something,
yeah, weren't there other profiles on that too? Like,
I think there might be like bakeries and like cookies and things like that. I'm
yeah,
not entirely sure. That gets a little
yeah, that would
different
be.
as far as like stuff goes, but I know there's a lot more on that site than just the fruit flavor pairing. So we'll look into that. But that's it. We have plenty of content for now.
It goes all the way to spices and everything. So like if you have a
Yeah.
really hard time, like what am I gonna mix with ginger? I don't know what goes with Nature's Flavors ginger, but it's a good flavor. I want to use it.
There you
Bam, it
go.
goes with grape. It helps boost
So yeah,
grape.
so we'll start with the fruit one, and that's it. Like I said, that's a year plus, a year and a few weeks worth of content if we don't take any breaks and it goes strong. That's plenty to start with, and if it's good and we're going strong, we'll move on to one of the other ones. Who knows? We're not going to be giving out like prizes or anything. This is just a challenge for you to have fun and challenge yourselves if you want to. So next week, like I said, next week we're going to do apple. We'll work the week on our recipe. We'll collab a recipe. We'll try to collab a recipe. See if I think me and Linda should be able to do that.
Yeah.
We don't argue too much about everything, but
No.
it'll be fun. Papaya week comes up. I'm sure Daniel will pop in for that and have a fun mix. It'll be, some ideas. Take a look ahead at the Almanac. Get yourself the PDF and look ahead. Get some great ideas from it and mix them up and throw them at us when we get to that week. I'm really excited to see if people join us on this because, like I said, Vixens was such a huge part in my mixing journey in the beginning as just a weekly challenge that I was able to like that wasn't just like what's a basic profile. Let's do something hard. And you learn a lot about your flavors when you do that. So that's kind of our goal here.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be fun. I think I'm going to learn a lot. I hope other people learn a lot and learn things they don't know about because this is so out of like my wheelhouse personally that I'm really looking forward to being able to create new things, Yeah,
I'm excited to use the flavors I already got.
And I'll have to add some for sure.
Yeah. I'm sure I will too. I definitely am looking through. I'm like, yeah.
What's up? You can hear me?
Definitely ready to just
sorry.
mix some weird stuff. So that's pretty much all we wanted to go over tonight. Just kind of get the premise out there. So again, just to reiterate, TLDR, Baker's Almanac, each week, next row, 4 out of 5 columns. That's what we're going to do. 8 flavors plus sweetener or less. So yeah, Leo, go check out on the Almanac, first column or row. We'll do apple, get some ideas. And it could be any, like Linda, like you could do apple and lime. I could be doing apple and raspberry. And then like this, cinnamon versus cardamom. And then you do peanut butter. I do, bourbon, and pudding. And then like, so on the apple, like it said vanilla, I believe.
Well, it said custard, and then there was
it says vanilla.
Oh, it did.
It says vanilla down at the bottom, but also then it says
custard.
Pudding. No, yogurt. It says
pudding.
Vanilla, and then it has yogurt.
Oh yeah, yep.
So like the vanilla could definitely be like you could use custard or pudding or things like that. There's if it says anise and you want to go a combo and do like absinthe, there's a fun, like sassafras, if that works out for some reason with one of them and you have root beer, that's a wintergreen root beer, we're going to have fun bending things and pairing things and kind of combining profiles and like amaretto and almond. That's what I was thinking earlier.
Yeah.
There's boom right there, so we might, combine our columns in weird fun ways. And, there's plenty of fruit like apple, raspberry, flavora, things like that just make it really easy. And I think keeping it under a certain amount of flavors will definitely, you know, who knows? 8 might be too much. We might want to
Yep.
drop it down to 6 and see what how we feel in a few weeks. Because
Maybe give 8 as our like top, and then if we can whittle it
I
down
know,
to
like
6 or
when we get to like pear and strawberry, I'm gonna want like 3 pears in there or
yeah,
something along,
yeah,
or at least 2, and then my other fruit. So that's where we'll see. So nothing's really set in stone, but
I have a
that's
question.
that's the direction we're going. And
yes,
I have a question because the holidays are coming up. Are you guys gonna, do themes around the
themes would be
holidays or just
fun.
whatever's on the week schedule?
Well, I mean, I think that could be done.
Because
So
it's what, 7 weeks away from Halloween, I guess, something like that.
whatever. So if it's how figure out how many weeks it is real quick. Um,
I'll figure it out
till
right now.
Halloween.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got plenty. 10,
7,
11,
8,
12, like 13 weeks till Halloween.
10.
So you got plenty of time to go through
Okay,
pages
that's
upon
either
pages.
cranberry,
oh,
cucumber, or date.
Hmm.
So
cranberry around the holidays.
Dates?
we'll see. Yeah, so they're
Or
definitely,
date.
I mean, date even, and then there's kind of like making sure we bend our recipe into like somewhat of a theme would definitely be a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't see any reason why not. I mean, I'm sure during the summer we'll be wanting to do summertime sort of mixes,
Yep.
and we're gonna make sure that we're not putting in 0.001% of a flavoring just to say that it was in there, So
Yeah, it's definitely going to be
this
a
is
challenge for sure.
CJ. No, stop it. God, you do it, please. If you come on and you do it, we'll let you do it.
I, I,
Frick.
I love
That's
deleting
all
comments.
you.
I was like, no, no, no. At least he didn't say Bickford, though.
Um,
Give Lorenz their shot. I mean, honestly, we got to give them their props. They do suck, but
yeah,
we are
but like
here
I don't.
because of them. Someone mixed the candy at like 87% with
If
vinegar or
you
some shit.
Daniel, check out Daniel's Saturday show where he talks about flavorings and stuff.
Well, we're going to have
And
guests
kind of
now because it
well, it continues
seems.
on the spirit note it, and then I want to pop in if I can on some of those
Me
episodes.
too.
Yeah,
Um,
I think we can. Uh, the problem is figuring out how to have my face on there. I got to figure out that.
Oh,
talk to
But
Wayne. Just pop him and
I'll
ask him
probably ask Wayne, but Wayne
or Tim.
uses OBS or whatever, so I don't
Yeah.
know. But I don't care about, being DIY Jesus or whatever and just talking over. I don't care. But
Um,
I think it would be nice to have guests on
yeah, I'd love to. As I said,
yeah.
it's Saturday nights,
because
so
I mean I can talk.
I just don't really, like this comes down to what if you watch Noted and watch what we said on that final episode, it's just like I've single flavor tested so much shit. I know I haven't touched half my stash, but like most of the good stuff. So I want to mix now. And, if I get new flavorings, I'll test them, especially if they're gifted to me. I will be on here reviewing them. But yeah, I want to mix and I want to
I
challenge
think,
Yeah.
myself to
yeah,
mix.
I,
And
I,
it's a good time to not fall away. It's a good time to just
Keep
crunch
going.
harder and let's keep going, crunch harder, let's challenge myself, challenge you guys, and have something fun to play along with. So I think
and I think it works
it's going to
out
be a lot of
better
fun.
because like I don't mind doing the single flavor testing. I want to get my money's worth, so I didn't waste it. And then I think you guys always wanted to just mix new stuff, try new stuff, all that. Whereas I want, like right now, I'm just vaping a grape Kool-Aid, man. That's all I want. I don't care about challenging myself. Uh, but a lot of mixers do, and I think this gives the perfect opportunity where you guys can do that. And then every now and then when you're like, yeah, I know a bunch of cheesecakes, I know a bunch of limes, I can jump
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
It takes
exactly.
away a lot of the stress of Noted.
I have a lot of premix that I've mixed for, um, so I can throw my notes up or join in on a Saturday or whatever.
So yeah, so flavor notes are
Yeah.
definitely not something we're gonna stop completely doing. It's
Yeah.
just every weekly everything testing, like same with kind of what Wayne's doing. It's like, I more so though than like I've already done it and I'm ready to take a break and just get into like some heavy mixing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
definitely think this is going to be awesome for us and everybody else that chooses to join in and mix
yeah.
things and go over recipe. We're going to be going over if someone wants to, if someone mixes a recipe, are we going to go over it or?
So if you mix a recipe and play along, hashtag it the Mixer's Almanac, no apostrophe. I think that would be the best. I'll pop that in chat.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Um,
learn how to spell almanac. I learned it very well tonight.
so hashtag your recipe with that. If you want to play along, well, just like everybody else does. If you want to play along, and then yeah, we're not gonna if it's something where I'm like, oh my god, that looks so good, or you're like that, then maybe we'll mix it and talk about it the next week.
Yeah.
And just briefly and say I mixed it up. It was absolutely delicious. They did everything right. Just like I said. And yeah, but we'll do kind of what Vixens did. We'll throw it up, we'll look at it, say that looks good, that looks interesting, and then just leave it at that. So it's more, we just want to offer something that's, like I said, Vixens was a huge tool for me when I started
Yeah.
mixing as like a challenge to myself. So I want to offer something like that to the community, as well as challenging myself, and
I,
just
I
throwing
caught
out
I
fun
caught them
ideas.
at the very end. Like at the
Yeah.
beginning of my mixing was the very end of their show, like pretty much the end. But I did challenge myself too with them. So that
I
was
loved it so much they made me one of their judges. So I got to mix a bunch of their recipes, and it was a lot of fun. So
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, me too.
That's about all I have to say. Glad to see so many of you guys in chat. That's awesome. I'm really excited to see you guys next week. So we'll do Apple. It's weird Apple vapes next week. And so
Yeah.
tune in to see what me and Linda come up with. Because I'm excited to look at that and start thinking of ideas. I'm already crunching the
Me
ideas.
too. I was looking early.
Um,
So is it going to be Wednesdays at 8? Definitely
I
8.
think
yeah,
I think 8 or 8:30. We
Okay.
gotta
we
work
could
it
do
out. I think
8:30 if that works
8:30 would
better.
be the safest, just
Yeah.
Okay.
because, especially with tonight, like how some happened and it threw it all off. That's gonna happen a lot, unfortunately. That's why I didn't want to like commit to the show because like just life always throws loops in my way. That's why I given it 2 weeks for single flavor testing. That's fine, uh, but I think 8:30 might be best. We'll try it a couple weeks, you know. Like I'm doing 9:30 now, but if 9 works better, 10 works better, we can always switch. It doesn't, you know what I mean?
You're good with me up until like midnight. So
Yeah. And I mean, this
your
is
guys'
early.
time. So that's really, yeah. I mean,
I can
that's
always
why
take a
Wednesday
nap.
nights for me is like a great night to come on. I don't have the kids. I'm off at 4 my time. 8 o'clock would be 5 my time. So I'm back about 25 minutes before the show at that point. So I would like, like that 8:30, 5:30. That'd be great, I think. If not 9, 6. That'd be really good
The
too.
main thing, guys, chat, is if you are subscribed, if you don't like us or like me, whatever, you don't have to subscribe, but if you are subscribed, you have to hit the notification bell. I'm a
Oh yeah.
YouTube Prime member, always will be. Don't want no notifications. I have like 1,500 subscriptions, and if it's a lower level like me where we're talking sub 10, 5, 1,000 subscribers, you're not going
Right.
to get those notifications over the people that are bringing in the money for this company. So hit that notification bell, check regularly to make sure, because it's happened to me where I've been subscribed to a low level trying to support them, low level YouTuber, not a low level life, and I didn't get the notifications, and I checked 6 months, like why haven't I seen his videos, and he's been doing one every week. So just make sure you always subscribe
Yep.
to
Make
see.
sure you,
And
if you
click
don't,
all because
yeah,
otherwise
if you
there's
don't see it
first
on the
all.
homepage, click the live tab
Mm-hmm.
because you can't, your last live video isn't on your homepage. It's under your live tab. Just kind of like
It
Noted
never
is on.
is. I mean, that's
It's the same
fine.
with Noted on DIY or Die. It's the same thing. You have to click the live tab to see, or the Noted tab or whatever.
I can
Like,
edit that
you
though.
know, and yeah,
I'll try editing it because I know you can pick what's on there. I don't know if it's live, but I never I mean, the viewership has been self-sufficient versus what I have. You get what I'm saying? So like, I never really cared about like, oh, more clicks if I put it on the main. People that want to find it go to the live. They know what to do, and uh, yeah, I'll fix it for y'all. I'm trying to make it as good as possible and as well as possible for y'all. I got a new mic coming just to make the quality as good as possible, even though I fixed it tonight. But like, bear with me. I'm nowhere near what Wayne was. You know what I mean? So we'll get this rolling. But yeah, the
It'll be
audio's
fine. It'll
fixed
be
though.
fine. It's again, yeah.
Well,
Things will just
I like it
things will
being
only
all
get better
pretty.
from now.
Look at the
So
monkeys. I want to steal it. I'm gonna AI monkey alien
Where are the
tonight.
monkeys?
Oh yeah, you guys gotta do weird
I know
stuff.
you
If you
liked the monkey.
you
I
guys
was like,
gotta do
I like those.
tomatoes.
We're the crazy chemist monkeys. Yeah, tomato is one of the rows, so that'll be interesting how we get to that one and, and deal with it.
Oh yeah, you guys got an
FA
Amazon
has a
triple
tomato,
O.
I'm sure too. VSO and O.
I
One of
don't
them.
have any VSO.
I don't have any VSO either.
The tomato one, it tastes
That's what I said in chat. I said I don't have any.
the tomato one tastes
Yeah.
like V8.
It's a lot of people say TFA sweet raspberry tastes like ketchup, but you know,
Oh
Oh, yeah.
yeah, a little bit.
whatever. I don't think so.
Not like
But
a ton. You have to push it above, I think, 8. It gets a little kind of vinegary,
okay, I
sour.
wonder if like sour grape and sweet raspberry might do that.
I love grape.
Anyway, we'll get there. We'll get into that. So, God, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I was chomping at the bit to get on here. I'm
Dude,
very happy to be
you
back
guys
with
got
Linda
21
and Daniel.
viewers. Like, it's a
Um,
good idea. I think people are gonna love
yeah.
to see it. And what's cool is we lost one show, but if you look at it, we got like 5 new shows out of this. So
Yeah.
maybe
Here's a
this is gonna
question.
be way
Here's a
better for the
question.
community than we thought.
Question?
Oh, who has a question?
I guess this kind of plays into the whole. So my question is, if we have an idea, like Fiddy says here, lemon, vanilla, honey, sugar cookie, lavender. What if sugar cookie's not really in there, but we're under our flavors, we're hitting all, like that kind of plays into like it says vanilla, so I'm going to do custard,
We could do one
right?
wild
Or it's
card.
or I can do sugar cookie, like a vanilla plain sugar cookie. That would kind of play into like I guess the vanilla aspect, right? Does that make sense? So I guess my question would be like adding extra things as long as we get I think that would be fine. If we feel the need that something needs to be right, maybe,
So,
or do we
yeah,
need
well,
to
'cause I was
strictly
actually
stick?
I was actually thinking about that. I mean, since we're mixing and not really cooking or like mixing drinks, I think we might, I was going to ask you this, we might need to add, but maybe put some, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like,
So like caramel and butterscotch could be dulce de leche is kind of when it, like vanilla could be custard or sugar cookie or cake or like vanilla could be a lot of things. And I think
Yeah.
we have, if we give ourselves the ability to kind of branch out, as long as there's still kind of like cohesion to what the chart's saying and we're sticking within the rules, that would be fine. I was just saying, I guess sugar cookie would kind of play into vanilla. He's also got vanilla in there though on his list. So that's just kind of where I was thinking with that.
or like lemon or like, because I was looking at some of them that they might.
That's a
we
fruit.
might
So
need
the
to-
lemon and the limes are all underneath the fruit side.
Yeah, but
I was
we
thinking
might
citrus
need
too,
to
but-
maybe at some point add something like a little bit of sugar cookie or a little bit of
Like a
short-
third fruit, like you want to do like apple raspberry and then
Right.
add like lemon on top of that. But as I think, yeah, as long as you're also hitting the
every
other columns and within the flavor, that's where like the layering I think is going to come into play. Like I said, we could do 5 flavors, hit all the columns, or 4 flavors and hit all the columns, and we still have 4 flavors to fill it out. Whether that's like, custard and whipped cream,
That's a good idea.
ice cream, or you're doing multiple fruits, like multiple pears and a strawberry, or a pear, strawberry, lime. I think so. I think that gives
that's a
us
good
wiggle
idea.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives us wiggle room, and it gives us, but keeps us kind of locked in on the challenge and the rules. So
Yeah, I think that was a really good. Thank you, Fiddy, for bringing that
Yeah.
up.
yeah, every one of my recipes will be bourbon. No, only if it says I can do bourbon. And I think again, if we don't, I don't know, maybe like oak barrel or whiskey barrel, something like that could be like, if you don't want to actually use bourbon, that could be another, like we can bend things a little bit. That's the whole fun in mixing. So
Yeah.
yeah, something like custard or ice cream or whatever. We're not just going to get stuck into like the basics of, oh, it's got to be vanilla, so I have to use vanillin. No, that's not, I have to use just a vanilla flavoring. That's not, like I said, we're going to open that up to like sugar cookie or cake or
Yeah.
custard or pudding or, butterscotch and caramel. That opens up a lot of options.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the dulces, for sure. The toffees, I'm sure, would also work in that, so you're gonna, get creative, have fun with it, use it as a guide, try and hit the four out of the five, and just we'll go from there. So we're gonna come up with some really fun, innovative shit. I think that's really the fun, innovative recipes, and that's the goal, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot of fun to collab with you too. We'll see how long that takes.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be bad. We have
no, I think it'll
tastes.
be similar tastes. It'll be easier if there's only the two of us.
I feel like it'd be hard to do that with Daniel and me.
Well, and then maybe if he comes on an episode, we just talk
Yeah.
about stuff instead of
Yeah.
collabing a recipe.
I'm
We just
not
do our own, talk about it. We'll see
not
how it goes.
picky. I don't know. I have
No,
I have what I think's gonna
mix
work.
different than me.
Well,
Mhm.
it's like I don't know. I know when to take
and that's kind of-
chances and when not for my palate.
that's
and I just,
why-
yeah.
That's why we're still mixing our own recipes, and that's why you'll see probably, like I'm saying, a weekly distinct difference. Especially if you play along, there will be a difference in our recipes for sure. Like we're not going to be picking the same fruit pairings, and if we do, it's gonna be like, whoops, we both had a great idea here. But it's if you look at like the math behind our options, there's a lot of options. There's thousands of options that we could do here. So pairing options and stuff that could work. So, and then we come together and we do something that we take a risk. We mix a 10 mil, 15 mil of it, it doesn't have to be huge, whatever. And we try something that we think all three of us or both of us think that would be good with flavors that we both have, which would inevitably, I think, make it more accessible for viewers to potentially mix that recipe if they think it looks good. So,
Katie, we're going to use from 4 columns, right? So it doesn't have to be a nut or a booze and a spice. We'll pick from
two of those.
Those. So a nut and a booze, or a booze and a spice.
Yeah.
But we definitely have to pick like one from the fruit and then two from, and
one
then
from the
miscellaneous. Yeah,
and
there you go.
One from the miscellaneous and one from the fruit for sure. The two end ones, and then two of the 3 middle columns. Yeah. I looked at that. I was like, I don't want to do a booze every week. But I don't want it to limit to like only one of those. I was thinking of that too. Maybe one. I was like, well, maybe the first year we could do spices. The second year we do boozes, and then the third year I was like, that's too much. So let's.
Yeah. And next week this is all going to be cropped out. I'm going to try and perfect it. Like I said, the hit and run kind of stunning. I was ready to be home at 7. But yeah. So this will all get edited out with Sam's halfway S and a Z and this hieroglyphic over here.
It's a 2. Yeah,
I'm sharing the picture, by the way, if you guys didn't know. But yeah,
I just noticed.
Yeah.
So if we share this next week, it won't have the weird numbers on it or whatever. It'll just we'll crop out the singular row.
Yeah,
and
you did that for me because
we
understand.
If we can, maybe we'll stick that where the Mixer's Almanac.
Chat, how do you like the logos and everything? How's it look? This is all Sam, by the way. Sam and his little AI texting.
Google AI is fun, but I like the name. Mixer's Almanac seems great.
I love it.
I'm happy. I love it, actually.
The monkey's colors are just perfect. Also, you have a little...
They also have way too many fingers, if you look at it. They have like 9 fingers on each.
Well,
I noticed that today.
That's the alien touch. The alien touch right there. They're not...
I was like, artistic rendering of 2 monkeys playing with chemistry set.
I mean, look at their eyes, bro. And you're worried about multiple fingers. They got.
I think I'm the one on the right. I'm the one with his
Yeah,
mouth
you're
open.
definitely the one that has no clue what's going on and holding
And I'm just
up
like,
the
whoa.
vial
Linda's sitting all there, just
chemical.
like, yeah,
Mixing my vanillas.
Yeah,
that's great.
Linda's like, look at my vanilla. That looks like a Pokeball, doesn't it? The red and the white.
A little bit, a little bit.
Yes.
The eyeballs look. It looks like you're wearing 3D glasses too,
I like
or
it.
that one's wearing 3D glasses. I love that pic. I like those pictures a lot. So yeah. So well, I'm happy with the way things are going. Yeah, cookie butter churro. Churro could be cinnamon,
Yeah. Oh
right?
yeah. And
Yeah,
cookie
cookie
butter
butter
could be a
be
spice.
it could be a
Cinnamon
spice
sugar.
too.
Like
So
jungle
yeah,
flavors. Cookie butter could
um,
be, yeah.
that'll be the fun in chatting about our
Bending.
collab and thinking, I'm sure maybe we'll text each other and be like, hey, does this count? And be like, yeah, that counts. But like I said, absinthe, black licorice, anise, basil, those kind of very similar, notes and stuff. So we'll be doing a lot of like bending. Here it is.
Yeah.
Advanced layering,
Whoopsie day.
bending, and flavor pairing. That's our main goals here.
Yep.
So cannot wait to get into it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Again,
And this is all
hashtag your
because
recipe, the Mixer's Almanac if you want to play along. No apostrophe, just the Mixer's Almanac. We'll keep it easy.
I love it because
And
I don't have to do anything. I just got to make sure y'all look pretty.
you just got to make sure you're here.
Oh yeah, that too. Well, I'm never here. I'm somewhere.
And if not, we'll figure it out. But
Well, I mean, yeah, I
Hey.
should be home around this time. I get tired,
yeah. Why is my vape juice green?
Yeah.
Monkey, but all right. Well, I think that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 0 and listening to what we're doing. I'm sure we'll have to explain it a little bit more again.
Yeah, y'all
On a
should
weekly
do
basis.
hashtag TMA.
Let's do it. Hashtag TMA.
It's just
Hashtag TMA.
Yes. Yes.
That's way easier.
Good
So
idea,
hashtag,
Eddie.
that's a good call, Eddie. Hashtag TMA.
It wasn't Eddie. It was
For-
me an hour ago.
Oh,
Did
it was. Oh, sorry.
But give it to Eddie.
Oops.
Go,
Eddie.
Eddie. We love
'Cause
you.
I
Great
accidentally typed
suggestion.
TPA. I was like TPA.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, and then I was
I
like,
did
oh
see that,
wait,
actually.
no, the N
I saw that. I was like,
or
what?
TFA.
Oh,
Hey, yeah.
Maybe
So-
I deleted TFA and kept, or deleted TMA and kept TFA. People are gonna be like, TPA changed to TMA, or is that a TMI
Oh, right.
typo?
Oh, I see
and
there.
if
there
you
it
guys
is.
want to
Yeah,
help
and then
out
Eddie agreed.
Sam and my channel, when you post the your recipe, put the video in the link, any video in the link, or after it happens and goes live, put in, then people click it, and that'll help more people see it, especially people that are not on our
Oh,
time
yeah.
zone. Like shout out to always.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to
Always
yeah.
here.
Hashtag TMA. And then when we go over it, like you said, yeah, throw that. Hey, these guys went over my recipe and said it looked good. Said it
At
looked
the
like
end of the
shit.
year, we
Try
can
it.
have the
Whatever.
TMA
Don't try it.
awards.
And maybe at the end of the year, we'll mix some of our favorites. I mean, I don't think mixing 50 is a good idea, but
Or like,
maybe
New Year's,
yeah,
or
or New Year's, our flavor, our New Year episode,
Or
or
like
whatever.
the
We'll do
best
something. Maybe we will
TMA
actually mix some of those.
hashtags
I
of
think
the
that'd be a
year.
lot of fun because I was yelling at the Vixens for years if I'm going to be your judge, then you guys need to judge some of my recipes that I've been submitting for the last 3 years. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. So we'll figure, maybe that's our recipe week, every 2 months or something.
Yes, Paul. Every Wednesday, Sam and
That might
Linda
even be better.
are doing the Mixer's Almanac, and it should be either 9 or 9:30. So make sure to hit the notification bell and all that. But every
and
Wednesday,
click all notifications.
hit the
Yep,
Taco
subscribe to
Bell.
all. So, yeah, maybe a
Whatever.
recipe week sort of thing every 2 months would be fun, and then we can actually mix more of them. But we'll see. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for coming on and joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Check out our
23
new
people.
project. It's great to see everybody. I'm super excited for this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So,
Me too.
Yeah,
you got anything
really
else to say,
excited.
Linda? Daniel?
Is that it?
That's it for
That's
me.
it.
I think
Yeah.
we call it, say goodnight, and
All right.
start mixing.
All right. I'll cut y'all
Yes.
off. All right. Here's my big face. This is just me testing the mic to make sure it works. No, I'm not cutting y'all off. Anyways, make sure to check out Sam and Linda's show every Wednesday. Yes. Saturday night. No. What? It's denoted. We're doing white chocolate. It's gonna be a quick episode, but what I'm gonna do after that is we're gonna go over the two recipes, how they've been throughout the week, if they're good, if I like them, if they're worth even mentioning, and then we're gonna go over what I use, the single flavor test, and what I use in my day to day. Should be a simple like hour and a half, depends upon how much I get into it. But yeah, this is gonna be both here on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Should Everyone should be able to get enough sleep now and should work out for everything. Uh, I think also I should say publicly, thank you to all of my noted DX panel, Tim, Linda, and Sam. And thank you, Wayne, for all that you did, because this has created a new, whole bunch of new stuff. Tim's got his rank show coming out. Linda and Sam have this amazing almanac coming out. I'm going to continue doing Denoted with my kind of uh, informational, just talk to you kind of thing. I just want to say thank you. Oh yeah, midweek's coming back. So there's a lot coming to it, but I just want to thank y'all for being a part and always being supportive of me. I really do appreciate it for both of y'all and chat and everyone in there. But I don't want to end on my face. So anyways, I'll see y'all Saturday, 9:30, white chocolates. But I'm gonna switch over to y'all. Y'all say bye. You do your
Yeah,
waves.
I might try and come on. Might try and be here for
White
you next
chocolate.
Saturday. I got some white chocolate experience. So, um, and then I just reiterate real quick as we say goodbye, zero animosity. Thank you. Yeah, again, like you said, the noted DX crew, just the way things went and the way things are going now, it's just really kind of created an opportunity for more content, which is awesome. So,
Yeah. Most important.
go watch Tim, go watch Wayne, go watch any vape content you can possibly watch. Check us out. Don't pick and choose.
Yep.
Um,
Thank
Unless
you
you
to
hate
everybody
me.
that showed up. Watch.
well, have a
So,
good night, everybody. Love you.
bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Love yous.
See y'all Saturday.
Yeah, and like the video and leave a comment. Comment what you
Like and
think.
subscribe.
Toby, what
Oh,
time is
when
it
is
right now?
9:30
What
in
time is it
Dubai?
right now?
It's 9 p.m. in the correct
No.
time zone.
No, in Germany.
In Germany, he said it was
So
3, so it's probably 3. It's probably 4 a.m.
a
Or no,
half an
wait,
hour
3. It's
ago.
3 a.m.
Yeah, so a half an hour ago.
We started about a half an hour ago. So that's what 9:30 their time would be. Yeah. So
Hmm?
3 a.m. 3:30.
Don't.
So
If you hit the notification bell, you should get it, but just always double check. But it's always going to be there. And then normally I'm going to have the link up ahead like Tim does. So where you can
right.
see it, you can get ready. Unfortunately, like I said, sorry guys, the hit and run delayed it today, and then the cops called. Literally, Sam and Linda can vouch. As soon as I was ready to hit live, the cop called me back after like an hour and a half. But yeah, I don't know.